So friends, federal judges, one after another, are using the United States Constitution as a shield against Donald Trump's tyranny. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, yet another federal district court judge has used the rule of law and the Constitution to protect the American people from Donald Trump's military abuse and aggression. Judge April Perry just issued an order prohibiting Trump from deploying National Guard troops to not only the streets of Chicago, but the entire state of Illinois. Let's start with the new reporting. This from NBC News. Headline, Judge temporarily blocked Trump administration from sending National Guard troops to Chicago. And that article begins, a judge in Chicago on Thursday issued a temporary restraining order blocking the deployment of National Guard troops in Illinois, finding that the Trump administration's directive violates the Constitution and would only add fuel to the fire that the defendants, meaning Trump and company, themselves have started. In handing down her order, U.S. District Judge April Perry also ripped the Department of Homeland Security's factual accounts of crime its agents have been encountering recently, citing judicial findings in other cases over the past 2 days that the agency has been using unreliable evidence. Those accounts cast significant doubt on DHS's credibility on what is going on in the streets of Chicago. Judge Perry delivered her order after an hours-long hearing in which she appeared frustrated at times, as a lawyer for the Justice Department couldn't answer questions about exactly what the National Guard troops would be authorized to do. Judge Perry said she would issue a written decision Friday, elaborating on her reasoning for the restraining order. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker praised the ruling in a social media post. Quote, Donald Trump is not a king, and his administration is not above the law. Today, the court confirmed what we all know. There is no credible evidence of a rebellion in the state of Illinois, and no place for the National Guard in the streets of American cities like Chicago, Pritzker wrote. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson also lauded the judge's finding. Quote, there is no rebellion in Chicago. There are just good people standing up for what's right, Johnson said in a statement. Quote, the judge established that the Trump administration is unreliable. They lie, misrepresent, and put people in danger, he added. We will continue to use all of the tools at our disposal to end the Trump administration's war on Chicago. And friends, here's just a little bit of what Judge April Perry's restraining order provides. The case is captioned, State of Illinois, a sovereign state, and the City of Chicago, an Illinois municipal corporation, plaintiffs versus Donald Trump, Kristi Noem, Pete Hegseth, and Daniel Driscoll, temporary restraining order. This court grants plaintiff's motion for a temporary restraining order, document 3, and orders as follows. Defendants, their officers, agents, assigns entered, and all persons acting in concert with them are temporarily enjoined, prohibited, from ordering the federalization and deployment of the National Guard of the United States within Illinois. And then, friends, the DOJ lawyers, hapless as they are, said, Judge, please issue a stay. Pause your restraining order. Here's what the judge said. Defendant's request to stay or administratively stay the temporary restraining order is denied. Signed, April M. Perry, United States District Judge. So yes, friends, federal court judges are protecting we the people from Donald Trump's military aggression. And remember, it was just a matter of days ago that Donald Trump told our military leaders to use American cities as training grounds to fight wars. But the judges are telling Donald Trump, in substance, oh, hell no. And now our military leaders need to start doing the same. Telling Donald Trump, we will not obey your unlawful orders. We pledged our loyalty to the United States Constitution, not to a dictator, an autocrat, or a tyrant. And now, Judge April Perry has found that Trump's conduct violates the Constitution and only adds fuel to the fire that he, Trump, started. And Judge Perry's findings now stand beside the findings of another federal judge, Judge Karen Immergut, a Trump-appointed judge, who ruled in connection with litigation involving Donald Trump's determination to send troops into Portland, Oregon. Judge Immergut ruled that Donald Trump is, quote, untethered to the facts. And the findings of those two judges stand beside the findings and ruling of Judge Charles Breyer, who ruled that Donald Trump violated the law and the Constitution by deploying troops to the streets of Los Angeles, California. So friends, in a very real sense, federal judges far and wide are using the United States Constitution to protect us all against a tyrannical president. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.